I'm Sean Barbeau. I work at the Center for Urban Transportation Research, or CUTR, at the University of South Florida. CUTR is a research center that works on all different types of federal and state-sponsored projects that look at different ways to innovate in the transportation system. I chose to go to USF because I knew that they had a well-respected computer science program, and from early on when I was learning how to play guitar in high school, I realized that computers were useful for more than just video games. You could actually create music yourselves and write entire songs. And I saw computers as being a really useful tool, and I wanted to see what we could do, or what I could do at USF to learn more about extending that into all different types of areas of life. So I realized that as I was working on some research topics as an undergraduate in the Research Experience for Undergraduates program, that it was to really solve some problems related to mobile phones and mobile apps and the things that I was interested in. It took more than just kind of looking at one thing and working a couple of weeks to solve one particular problem. These are more complex problems, and I realized that I really needed to have a deeper understanding of how the technology worked. So that's when I started looking at the different master's and doctoral programs in computer science. So working during my graduate studies on kind of the cutting edge intersection between computer science and transportation led to a number of different innovations. A lot of the work in my dissertation resulted in USF obtaining 16 issued US patents, and some of those patents being transferred to industry as well through licenses. So it was great to be able to see the results of some of the research and the things that I had spent a lot of time on actually being used in the real world. I started working at CUTR on some research related to trying to better understand how people were using the transportation system. And this is when GPS was first becoming available on cell phones. So I started writing mobile apps. This is for flip phones. This is before Android or iPhone devices even existed. And we thought it would be a very simple task to just install an app on the phone, get a GPS fix every 4 seconds and send that back to a server, and we understand where everyone's going. And we realized pretty quickly that that wasn't as easy as a task as it sounds. So my graduate studies focused on intelligent things that you can do on board mobile devices in an app to do things like conserve battery life when you're using location services like GPS. And that also extended into other techniques like being able to analyze the data that we were gathering using machine learning techniques. So really both collect information that was useful to transportation planners so people can build a better transportation system, as well as give travelers better real-time information about things that are affecting their day-to-day travels. My advice for graduate students that are working on their studies, or people that are undergraduates looking to potentially attend graduate school, is to find something that you're really interested in. You're going to be spending a lot of time in your studies, and you want to make sure that you find something that you want to spend time on. And then also there's a good chance of whatever you study in graduate school being a key part of your life and the industry going forward. So whether you want to work in industry or pursue a degree in higher education, a doctorate degree, and maybe become a research professor. So industry or research, I think it's really important to focus on something you want to do, find opportunities early. Internships are excellent. I was able to take advantage of the research experience for undergraduates as an undergraduate to learn more about what graduate school might look like. And that's when I really became interested in graduate studies. So I think hands-on experience is something to definitely look at as part of graduate school. Go Bulls!